AMC, a little bit of good news hopefully today, but you're going to have to stick around to find out, and we are going to get right into the video. But before we do, all I ask is that you please go ahead, smash that like button so that the YouTube algorithm shares this video with as many apes as possible. And for the love of God, if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what in the hell you're waiting for, but please go ahead and subscribe because I drop content just like this every single day. So getting right into the topic of AMC, we need to talk about earnings today. We're going to take a look at what happened last earnings season and where AMC went because of that, and we're going to kind of compare that to what's expected to happen this earnings season and discuss a couple of other items. I guess the first thing we need to start with is when earnings actually is. Now, I know that some estimates told you guys that it would be about November 1st, which is today. Some of them even said November 2nd. But by my estimate, it would be November the 8th. I'm just kidding. It's not actually my estimate. The earnings will be reported on November the 8th. Historically speaking, the last few times that AMC has reported, let me take that back. Other than the last few times before that AMC has reported earnings, they've been kind of mixed, except for this last time where they beat on everything, which is a really good thing. But what happened? Well, the stock dropped 6.1%, even though they had a freaking beat. So what's going on there? Well, we're going to look into that, but first I want to bring your attention to the Fudsters. So there's an article that came out from the Motley Fool, and it has to do with earnings. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I am aware that a lot of my subscriber base probably reads these dumbass articles. So I want you to make sure that you know how to recognize BS when you freaking see it. So we're going to go through one of these together. Don't worry, it's going to be very quick and painless. Let me get my trusty device here and I'll just read to you, okay? Because I know some of you don't know how to read. So here it is. It says, why AMC stock rallied today. So actually this article is from today, November the 1st. And it says, shares of AMC Entertainment rose on Monday after the theater chain reported positive box office trends. And that is true. They did report that. As of 3:25 p.m. EDT, AMC's stock price was up more than 4%. Hell yeah. So what? You know, this dumbass Motley Fool articles always say, so what? Well, AMC said the revenue it generated from admissions in the U.S. last month was the highest since the pandemic began. When the final tickets are counted for showtimes tonight, the domestic industry box office for October 2021 is estimated to come in considerably higher than that of any previous month since February of 2020, the company said in a press release. Additionally, AMC noted that its international admissions revenue also reached pandemic highs. Guests have been returning in larger numbers in recent months. October's gains were fueled by strong box office performances of Sony's Venom and Let There Be Carnage and AT&T's Dune. So now what? Although those positive box office trends are certainly good news for AMC and other theater operators, investors should note that October's estimated box office receipts of $637.9 million were still down sharply from the $789.5 million the industry earned in October of 2019. Moreover, the roughly $3.1 billion in U.S. box office sales produced so far in 2021 is down about 66% from the same period in 2019. AMC thus has a long way to go before it fully recovers from its pandemic-related challenges. So to me, this is just saying that there's plenty of room to grow from the current share price. But these dumbasses aren't telling you that. They're telling you something else, which is why we're talking about it. And, of course, the rest of the crap is complete garbage. They're trying to recommend some other stock, but here's what's going on here. So they have a title, okay, and a lot of you should be used to this from when it was going on just a few months ago. The title will be very attractive to most apes. It says, why AMC stock rallied today. So it's almost like it's a positive title. So when an ape clicks on it and they see this, they're like, oh yeah, these guys are ape friendly. Then when you start reading it, they have a few more compliments right before they frickin' try to stomp your head into the ground or the mud. So that's what you got to watch out for. So they give you all this positive stuff, like, oh yeah, AMC's going to do well on earnings because of this and this, but then they're going to screw up because blah, 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 blah. So watch out for that. Be careful. These guys are just a bunch of fudsters. They work for Ken Griffin, and they just want you to sell out of your position. They want you to sell your shares. So let's take a look at what happened last earnings season, how it affected the stock, and what we can expect out of this earnings season. So the last time that AMC reported earnings was on August 9th, 2021. The expected EPS was supposed to be negative 96 cents, but instead they reported negative 71 cents, which was almost a 26% beat on EPS. The expected revenue is $382.11 million, but instead they reported around $444, which was almost a 17% beat. The result of that is that we fluctuated between the low and mid 30s for a couple of weeks. By August the 25th, we were in the 40s. Then by September 10th, we were trading in the $50 range. So as you can see, that earnings beat really did have a positive effect on AMC stock if you want to argue fundamentals. It's just that sometimes it takes a while for the market to digest certain news, and, AMC is no exception. But we can also take a look at how other stocks in the industry are performing to kind of see what we can expect from AMC when they report their earnings. So we know that IMAX, and I did look into this, just had the best October they've ever had in history. Not just pre-pandemic, but in history. They had the best freaking October ever. Their CEO gave positive guidance. So what does that mean for AMC stock? Well, it means that AMC stock should be doing, the company, the movie theater business should be doing just as well, if not much better, considering that it's a much bigger theater with over 10,000 locations all across the world. Based on this, I feel that AMC is going to have a very good quarter. Also, we've got other indicators that are telling us that. We've got Adam Aaron that has already told us that in a press release, in several press releases. So I think we're good to go there. There's no question that AMC is definitely a reopening play. And, the further we get away from this Roni virus, the better the stock will perform over time, which is why this is a long-term play unless the Apes can pull off that MOASS a little faster, but that's going to take some cooperation on your part. It means that you're going to have to continue holding and not be scared and continue buying when you frickin' can. So let me know in the comments below what you plan on doing. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about AMC stock. Let me know what you think is going to happen during earnings.